So I've got an absolutely genuine question for you this afternoon. Are we weirdos? Have you seen that Mitchell and Webb sketch where he's a Nazi SS officer and he turns to his other mate, a Nazi SS officer, and he looks at the cap badge and it's a skull and crossbones, and he looks at him and looks at his mate and says, "Are we the baddies?" And it was a big crystallising moment for him. And I had exactly the same moment at a radio rally a few years ago in Exeter. So the place was packed, people everywhere, it was stinking, people were pushing you along. You couldn't spend any time looking at any of the stores or talking to anybody because everybody was pushing you along and looking in front of you, and it was horrific. And I'm claustrophobic, and it was horrible. I just had to get out. So there was a little bar in the corner, like a little tea room kind of bar affair. So I thought I'll get myself a cup of tea and just stop. And I did that, and I stood there just looking. And what a sorry sight we were. Oh dear. And I thought, there's no wonder we struggle to get people to the hobby, because can you imagine what the public think? So I'm kind of used to it. I've been a radio amateur for about 15-16 years now, and you don't think twice really. But I was sat removing myself from the situation, looking at all these people, not looking at each other in the eye, smelling dirty clothes, pushing past each other. And I just thought, can you imagine what people are thinking? Imagine what kids are thinking. So you've got these young teenagers who are just starting out on life, just learning science and all the rest of it, and we're trying to encourage them into the hobby, and we say, look at this is what we've got to offer. And then I stood there, I'm looking at all these people, and I thought, my God, am I a weirdo? Am I one of them? I don't think I am. I'm fairly normal, you know. I mean, I shower at least once a day, whether I need it or not. I don't use soap, and I can speak in sentences. What made me think of this was that everybody that I speak to, any non-radio person, when you mention radio, they always say, "What? You do what? And who do you talk to? What do you talk about? Why? Wait, so what? You talk, nobody understands, and they think we're weird." I've been doing it for years. There's nothing better. I love sitting on top of a hill with a radio, with an aerial I've built myself, in the car sometimes, flask of coffee on the go. Brilliant. Can't go wrong. But when people walk up to you, walk past the car, walk past where you're sitting, I don't know about you, but I always feel awkward. I even feel awkward if I go to a car park and put an aerial on the roof, put a mag mount on the roof. I always feel like people are thinking, bloody weirdo, what's he doing there? Maybe it's just me, maybe it's all in my head. Maybe it's just my insecurities. I don't know. Now, most of the people that I speak to are fairly normal, I think. The people that I speak to on a regular basis, there are some oddities. I mean, there really are, let's be honest about it. But in the main, I tend to think that the people I speak to are fairly normal. But is that because I've spoken to them for a long time and they're as weird as me? I don't know. Now, I know that people might be offended at this, and I'm sorry if you find yourself offended. And that probably means that you're not a weirdo. So look at it like that. It's a genuine question, and I'm looking at myself for it. And I'd love to hear what you think. How normal are we? Maybe it's just rallies. Maybe it's just people that go to rallies for the majority. Maybe they're just odd. Maybe that's what it is. I used to work in radio many years ago, and you get caught up with the people that ring you up, and you tend to think about your listening figures based on the people that ring you. But then you have to ask yourself, and it's another one of those kind of clarity moments, when was the last time you rang a radio station? When did you ring a radio station and say, hello, Mr. DJ, how you doing? Can you play me a song? Or, I'm having a lovely day today, I'm doing this. You know, most people don't do it. And all those people, the majority of those people that we ended up meeting at events and station events and various things, they were all weirdos. Nobody turned up who was normal. They were all really odd and dirty and slightly strange. So that's my question. It's a genuine question. So please don't be upset. Please don't be offended. What do you think? I want to know what you think. Are we weird? Do you know weirdos? Or is it just a minority who, unfortunately, because it's such a closed, small hobby, they shine like a beacon of weirdness? I don't know. And maybe I'm one of them. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Tell me. If you're looking at this and thinking, he's a weirdo, let me know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think. And again, don't be offended. Take it for what it is. Oh, by the way, we're on a lockdown at the moment. I'm on furlough, but I'm heading to the supermarket, which is why I'm out in the car. My name's Lee, 2E0, GZN.